Welcome to episode 2 of Behaviour Besties. I've noticed so many children who don't have the confidence in themselves to do well or to know when they are doing well.
Talking nursery, really already had that mindset. It was really hard to bring her out of that.
Let's be real, Christmas games, people get feisty and aggressive.
We know that each individual child or adult practitioners, we're all on our individual path.
When you change the way that children can access, that is a brilliant thing. I like that you're counting, Tan. Woo! Welcome to episode 2 of Behaviour Besties, aka the staff room that you want to be a part of. Today I'm with my girls, Tan and Soph.
Hello.
And we are starting off with a game that I'm very excited about.
Oh,
Okay, so I said in our WhatsApp group, girls, I want to do a game. I'm thinking guess the sound. And as we know, Tan and Soph were like, meh, whatever. But my girl Evie, the enabler, she was ready for this. Right. I'm so pumped. Okay, I'm going to play one of Evie's sounds. First one to guess it. You ready?
Printer. No.
More precise.
Copying? Photocopying?
Yes.
Uh,
Who was it? Tan.
Go on,
Tan to
Tan.
you.
I think it's both.
Hold your own points. Next one.
Guillotine.
Way!
Well
Beautiful.
done.
Next one.
Stapler.
That's an awful sound.
Ooh. Hole punch? Ooh.
Think marking.
Oh, stamp.
Yes. To Tan. This one was weird, Evie.
Keys?
Lanyard.
What is that?
Do you know what I love about this? This one is walking. Well, clearly Evie's walking like Bojangles.
That's really relatable.
I don't know what's going on.
Teachers are the only ones that walk.
Love it.
Is that Evie having her lunch?
It is not.
Oh my
don't
gosh.
know.
Is that hole punch? Stapling? What is that?
Okay, this was very precise
Go
and
on.
I love it. Checking the well-being check-in drawers. You have to be in there. Like,
Ooh.
what is Evie up to? Okay, next one.
That was cute.
That was good.
Oh, seatbelt. No.
Someone drives on site. Stapler.
Staple gun. You get that one.
Sellotape.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sophie's on fire.
Son.
Okay, last two.
All right, she's going home. She's shut the door.
Tan, you just want to be in the car, hun. We're still in the classroom.
That's Evie.
This one I love. It's like chucking the marking pile down.
Yeah.
Love that.
Done.
Okay, last one. It's so precise. Putting the iPad charger on.
No.
Can we just listen?
No.
No, can we just listen? It's just so good. It's so precise. Okay, so
I mean, I'm
who was
surprised
the
you know
winner?
that because your iPad charger.
Okay, let's not talk about
It's
it.
RIP.
Let's not point fingers at people who can and can't charge their iPad. So that was a clear win from Soph. A clear win.
Well done.
Beautiful.
Thank
That
you
was
so much.
Guess the Sound.
Ooh.
Did we love it?
Loved it
Did-
so much.
I
I
loved
get
it
it now.
so much. Okay,
you get it.
Let's go on to our question this week. Okay, so this is from Sally. Resilience and self-esteem. I've noticed so many children who don't have the confidence in themselves to do well or to know when they are doing well. The pressures of the curriculum have taken over again and targets. I have children who find it hard to get started on a task but are very capable of doing the work. Also, children who get one thing wrong and give up. I like to play Kahoot quizzes, which are like no stakes and just retrieval practice, but some get really upset if they haven't done well. Also, children giving up before they've even tried.
Oh, bless them.
Have you got a child in mind for this? Have you experienced this?
Yes, definitely. I think definitely I had a little girl who, even if we said, like, we're just practicing, we're all like having a go, if she came last or we like ran across the grass, then and she came last, she'd have a breakdown every single time. And even if we prepped and we said it doesn't matter, you know, what we do or what happens, this is just a practice when we're just trying our best. She really, really struggled with, in her terms, losing or coming last. And it's so hard to sort of get a child out of that from such a young age. I'm talking nursery, like really already had that mindset. It was really hard to bring her out of that.
It's hard for adults as well. Let's be real. Christmas games, people get feisty and aggressive. Like, it is hard. It's a learnt skill, right? Tam, what experiences have you had?
Mine was a pupil who really wanted her handwriting to be amazing. And she was like, the rubber was always there, and she like would hide it. And then like anything that she would do, like trying to form those letters, rub it out and then try again. And then she wasn't, and that was just to write the word Thursday.
Yeah.
You know, and then like the lessons continued, but she was still kind of really trying to, bless her, do her handwriting in a certain way. So I think I understand this question, and I understand as a teacher, you're like, but we've got to move on.
I know.
It's going to be break time. Oh, it's assembly again.
Yeah.
And like, it's so hard. And again, like the previous episode where we said, like, as a teacher, we've got a certain way that we want things done and like the order of the day. And then it's like, yeah, it has to change things a little bit.
And I think self-esteem presents itself like very similar to shame. And that behaviour can be different dependent on that child. So I remember I had a child every Monday would come in floods of tears because it was the spelling test day. And that after that, I was like, all right, fine, no spelling test cancelled. Like, I'm not having this. But also you have different behaviours. Like I would have children scribbling on other children's work because their handwriting doesn't match that, or shutting down, leaving the classroom, going under a table. It really presents in quite a personal way. And I hear what you're saying. I feel like when it comes to self-esteem, I feel like we're in between a magnet. And in one way, we are so pulled to that child because we can see them in that moment, can't we? And our heart breaks for them. But in the same way, we're pulled by the curriculum of like, but also I have 29 children in here. I have to get writing in books a day. We've got a marking scrutiny this week, or I've got an observation, and we have all of that pulling us. And I think this can be really tough in the classroom. So let's have a think about some TGMC takeaways. Tan, do you want to start us off?
For me, the key thing in that, in the question that was asked, it was like, pupils are worried about not doing well. And for me, it's, what does doing well even mean? What does that look like? And we know that each individual child or adult practitioners, we're all on our individual paths. So doing well looks really different for everyone. And it's about saying that out loud to the pupils and identifying the pathways that they're on. One might want to be a teacher when they're older. Another might want to go into construction when they're older. There's different skills that the classroom enables students to learn to be able to achieve that over time. It might be communication skills. It might be presentation skills. How do we work around that? So it's about having that conversation in class for me. And I did a little bit of research as part of my Senko course as well. And it was around pupil voice and pupils being aware of what they want and working towards that. So really small, achievable steps is the takeaway that I'll go with.
I love that. So you're really just thinking about, okay, let's pinpoint the part where you're not feeling confident, and then let's scaffold and support you. And if that's going to happen for every child, because everyone has their own strengths and things that they want to work on. So you're thinking really practically in terms of, okay, if it is writing, let's get those sentence stems out. Let's get those word banks out. Let's do the, what they call talking tins or voice buttons. Love them for writing. Do the first sentence with me, and boom, let's document that win as it comes. And as soon as that happens, double down on it. Proud post. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You just wrote a sentence with the key vocabulary. Excuse me. Let's tell mama. Let's write that down. So I love that. So if you were saying about developing your own empathy.
Yeah, I think also just celebrating the small wins. And I think building that self-esteem that way is celebrating the little things like, you know, coming in without crying, or, you know, being supportive of someone else and just really coming from a place where they're able to say, I'm actually going to struggle with this today, or I'm going to need help with that. I think you're empowering them to, it's okay. Like, I've had a win today, you know, and I always do that with a proud post. I'll send it home today and I'll just like capturing that moment, even if they haven't thought about it. I just caught you really having a go there. Proud post. I can't wait to show grown-ups at home time. Like, always celebrate the small wins.
Love that. And I think it's getting ahead of it as well. Like, I had a child who it was every single writing lesson. So yeah, it was like, oh, bless, because it's happening again. I could see their face dropping as soon as we start writing. So it's like, right, let's get ahead of it. So we've got like the burger framework in TGMC, which is, let's do a prep talk. Let's do a pep talk before the lesson. Right, coming in, Tan, we've got writing today. Do you know what we're doing? Do you know what? I'm just going to tell just you. Right. We're doing superheroes. I know. Don't tell anyone. Who's your favourite superhero? Okay. And then when you're doing your main teach, you're like, Tan, I know Tan's favourite is Black Panther. And then you've got a little bit of a positive relationship before the actual task. So I think getting ahead of that is really helpful. I also think, like, in terms of the big picture, collaboration over competition is going to reduce that shame always. So, I mean, in my first years of teaching, I was like, who's going to do the most writing? You know, who's going to show their book to the head teacher? No. Reframe it to collaboration. How can you work together? How can you support each other? Where you can get that group work, where you can get that mixed ability, because we all have strengths in different things, as we said. That's when you can raise each other up and really have that loving community. Don't pin them against each other.
Buddy up.
Exactly. And you know what? That sounds really like, obviously we're not going to do that, Jen. But yeah, we're not going to be like Hunger Games. but it is very traditionalist. It's part of that legacy teaching to do competition. It's very normal. So if you're listening, doing that, it's very normal. That's what I used to do. But it's about reframing it of how we can work together.
I also, based on what you're saying, there's a theme here about writing.
Yeah.
And it's huge. It's such a big thing, and a lot of students struggle with it. There are alternative ways of presenting ideas. Always be mindful of that. There's new technology, there's new resources. Students having a conversation and that being recorded and presented is their ideas being presented in a way. For a student, one student to write one sentence, another to write another, and then you've got 5 of them doing one sentence each, you've got just over a paragraph, like, presented already. They've done that collaboratively. So I think that goes really well with what you're saying as well.
Yeah.
Think of alternative ways. It doesn't have to be like intro, go back to the tables, date and LI, open up, oh no, I'm anxious. It's more like, actually, let's change it up a bit. We're not going straight into the intro. We're doing something else together and having a conversation or watching something.
I love that you said that, because that took me a long time to figure out. I remember just being like, okay, and now to our tables. And then be like, oh no, you've got some children under the table. You've got some children who are still writing the day. Exactly. And I think you're absolutely right. Reframing the actual activity. Maybe you're doing a comic strip. Maybe you're acting it out. Maybe you're doing a map of it.
Guess the sentence.
Exactly.
Guess the mystery visual sentence or something.
Cutting and sticking. Voice buttons. There are so many different things. And I think when you change the way that children can access, that is a brilliant thing. And we're hitting that dopamine again. We're being like, look what you've done. That's brilliant. And I think the key is everyone's doing that. And it goes back to autonomy, isn't it? That intrinsic motivation. How do you want to do your work today?
Giving them that ownership as well.
Yeah. Another thing I said is, whenever I feel like there are complex concepts like this, like self-esteem, you know, we're not going to do a 60-minute lesson on self-esteem and it's going to be done, is it? And I think one of the best ways is like, is everyone feeling confident now? Yeah, Beyonce, love it. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I think one of the best ways for me is picture books. Everyone has a daily story time. Even if you're in upper key stage 2, you're doing a chapter book. Use the characters, because suddenly it's not about you. If it's bird's eye view, like, how is Ruby feeling here? How could we help Ruby? If you're not experiencing it, you can think logically about it and you can come up with the strategies for that character out of time. And then when it comes to you, you've already talked about that. You already have that schema of understanding about it. So I think that's one of our most underrated strategies, picture books. And the last one I wanted to end with, right? I saw this on a video. I can't remember. Was it a TikTok? Was it a reel? I don't know. But I did back it up with Harvard Business School. Okay, this is what it says. I'm going to get serious. It says people who track their small achievements every day enhance their motivation. The simple practice of recording your progress helps you to appreciate your small wins, which boosts your confidence. What this means is we cannot gift confidence. It doesn't matter how many times you say to your best friend, you're amazing, you're perfect. They're never going to believe it. It has to come from that person. And this is a really tangible strategy. When they are doing something that they are proud of, write it down. Write it down. Give it airtime. Tell grown-ups. Get them to have it in a little book, or we have a resource in TGMC. We have a self-esteem bookmark. It's not called self-esteem bookmark, but it's my confidence bookmark, where they can write down things that they've done.
Yeah.
Because that way, you are giving yourself the pep talk. And that's really powerful. When I am ever feeling like I can't do something, I think about the things that I've done. And that is the thing that empowers me, not someone else telling me. And I think giving children that gift is an amazing thing. Should we do a wrap up of the takeaways? Okay, wrap up. Okay, first one was accommodations. I like that you're counting, Tan.
Did you see that? I was like,
We got own empathy, empathize,
Celebrate the small wins always.
proud post, collaboration over competition, use picture books, and have children narrate their own successes rather than us narrating them. Beautiful. Shall we end with our mantra for the week?
let's do this.
Okay. My mantra this week is never underestimate the power of showing your true, authentic humanness. What do we think about that one?
I love that. I think it's so easy for us to do as teachers as well. I think it's something that we do every day with our children to build that connection anyway. So I love that. I love telling them a little bit about myself. They're like, oh my gosh, you're a real
Especially
human.
when it comes to self-esteem. This is something I found tricky. Suddenly, Meerkat, you found something tricky, isn't it? Shout out to all the babes listening. We'll catch you next week for more behaviour support. You can find us at the world's only behaviour encyclopedia. What is it?
TGMC.
www.goodmorningmissfoster.com/TGMC. Bye, babes.
Bye.